Oh, what's up, guys? This is the Galaxy's Greatest here on YouTube. I am Austin Peffer, the Galaxy's Greatest. I am joined once again by Shane DeVoe. Ladies and gentlemen, the regular season is coming to a close. Week 17 is here. All the games on Sunday. And, well, some of them, we just really don't care. It doesn't matter. It's over for some teams, but some teams it's very important because it could have major playoff implications. Teams could get into the playoffs. Teams could be booted out of the playoffs. Teams could get home field advantage. Many things can happen. But with that said, I don't remember who. I think I ended up winning last week again.
I think it was Cowbell. He had 13.
Oh, yes, that's right. More Cowbell.
We had 3 people who were tied for 12, but Cowbell beat everyone else
Yeah,
by 13.
he had 13, but I'm leading it. My record is 160 to 80. 2/3 correct on the season thus far. And I am leading by 11 games, so unless if Shane DeVoe here can get like 12 wins more than me this week, I should be able to walk out with the W on the season.
And I'm going to just say right here, congratulations, Austin. I will pass the title on to you.
All right.
For this year. But let's get right to the pick, shall
Let's get into Week 17 predictions, starting with Falcons at Buccaneers. No one cares. I'm going to take the Bucs because they're home.
And I'm going with the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to try and go out in the winning style.
Okay. Next, we have the Dolphins and the Bills. Nobody cares. I'm going to take the Bills. Why not?
I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Dolphins to go out in the winning, try to get at least up to 800.
The Cowboys at the Giants. Cowboys are a playoff team, but they're probably going to bench their players because, you know, they're stuck in the 4th seed, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take the Giants because I think Cowboys are going to rest their players and Giants are going to get a win to end their season on a good note.
I say Cowboys are going to win even still with resting their players.
Okay. Next we have Lions at the Packers. Another game where no one cares. I'm going to take the Packers.
I'm going with the Packers as well.
Okay. Next we have Jets at the Patriots. There could be some importance to this game because the Patriots are looking to keep their home field advantage. They could get home field advantage.
They're trying to keep
winning this
week.
game and having the Chiefs and the Chargers lose. Or they could keep a bye week as long as they win. I think Patriots will win.
I think Patriots will win too. Just to keep that home field.
Next, we have the Panthers at the Saints. Saints are going to rest their players probably this game, so this game doesn't really matter. But I think Saints are going to win regardless.
I still think Saints are going to win.
Yeah. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. I'm going to go Texans.
I'm also going to go Texans. Texans said they could win this and hope for a couple other main losses, could have the home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
They could get home field advantage with a Patriots loss, a Chiefs loss, and a Chargers loss. They could get a first-round bye with a win and a Patriots loss. Next, we have the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. An important game for both of these teams. Very important game this week. Now, if the Vikings win, they are in the playoffs. If not, it's trouble looking for them because they'll need a Philadelphia loss, and we'll get to that. As for the Bears, they're looking to get a first-round bye. If the Rams lose and they win, I think the Bears are going to win, ultimately.
Yep. I'm also going to go with the Bears. I think the Bears are going to just set the Vikings in a situation where they're going to pray that the Eagles lose.
Also, if the Vikings win, we'll have a rematch next week, but in Chicago. So keep that in mind as well. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers, I think they're going to win this game, but I don't know if they're going to make it in. We'll see in my later predictions.
Yeah, same here. I'm also going to take the Steelers. The point spread is what scares me in Austin. 14.5. That's way too big for this game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, don't blame Juju for that loss, by the way.
And Juju, don't blame yourself.
Yeah, don't blame yourself, kid. All right? You got a lot more to play for, buddy. Keep your head up.
Just don't do the weed like Martinez.
Everyone else can take the blame, but you, sir, you have put the team on your back. No need to be ashamed of yourself. With that said, we have the Browns and the Ravens. I have never wanted the Browns to win as much as I want them to win now, but I gotta go with the Ravens. I just think they're a better team, and they're at home, and I just can't picture the Browns sweeping the Ravens. But hey, you know what? They want to make history. It could happen. But I'm going to go with the Ravens. I just trust them a little bit more.
I am going to stick with my pick. I called the Browns winning the last 3 games of the season. They're going to settle it out. They're going to win and give Pittsburgh fans the present of a lifetime. And we'll lose in the first round of the playoffs. But we'll be making the playoffs.
If Baker does it, I think
we give him the Super Bowl rings that we have.
I'll just be like, okay, we'll give you one, Browns. We'll let you beat us once in Cleveland. Well, heck, I think they could even sweep us next year because the Browns are looking good. We'll move on. We have the Chargers at the Broncos. Broncos could pull an upset, but I'm going Chargers. They have a lot to fight for, even though they're either the 5 seed or they're the 1 seed. It's one or the other. They need the win if they want to get that number 1 seed, and they need a Kansas City loss too, but I'm going to go with the Chargers in a close one.
I'm also going with the Chargers. I do think the Broncos could pull off the upset here, but it's very, very small margin now considering what's at stake for the Chargers.
All right, next we have the Oakland Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oakland, I called the Raiders to get the big win, what could be their final game in Oakland, but they're not going to get their final win. The last game as the Oakland Raiders, potentially. I think the Chiefs win this and ultimately clinch home field advantage for the AFC.
I also agree the same thing. I would like to see the Raiders win this and then hope for everyone else to fall off a cliff, but I just think this Chiefs team is just going to make a statement to keep their home field.
Okay, next we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. I got to go Rams. I think they're the better team, and it's in L.A. San Fran's good at home, but not so good on the road. I got to give it to L.A., who will clinch a first-round bye.
I'm also going to go with the Rams. They need to clinch this to hope that they can even have home field for at least the 1 week in the playoffs. We'll see.
Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins. So I said the Vikings will lose. Will the Eagles win and get this wild card spot? I am saying yes! The Philadelphia Eagles return to the playoffs to defend the Super Bowl championship.
As the 6th seed. I am also going to go with the Eagles. Eagles fans, our friend Huggy. You guys are going back to the playoffs. I don't know how well Nick Foles is going to be good around this time, but my God, is he going to set off a performance. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for St. Nick and hopefully another Super Bowl ring.
All right, with that said, we are moving on to the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. This game means nothing because the Seahawks are pretty much locked at number 5. They could be number 6 if they lose this game and the Vikings win, but I don't think that's happening. I'm going Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals with the first overall draft pick in this coming draft.
I am also going to go with the Seahawks. Congrats, Seahawks. You finally make it back to your playoffs. You now have a running game and a passing game. Your defense looks phenomenal this year. I think you guys are going to be one of the dark horses coming out of the NFC come playoff time, but win this game and see where far you go.
All right, and finally, Sunday Night Football. Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans could very well determine the 6th seed. It could determine who wins the AFC South if the Texans were to lose.
The 4 greatest words in sports: win or go home. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start off with this. I'm picking the Colts. The Colts are going to make the playoffs as the 6th seed and make some big upsets in the playoffs.
Tennessee is gonna lose. I got the Colts winning this as well, making the playoffs. Or maybe if they tie, the Steelers will get in. Yeah, it's
not gonna happen. Someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose. There's no ties.
I mean, I kind of miss the ties. You know, we haven't had a tie since week 2. I was really hoping for a tie every week. No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. But yeah, so I'm going to take the Colts to get that last spot in the AFC. So, there we have it. The regular season, it's over. And we move on to the playoffs. So tune in next week as we give our playoff predictions. This has been the Galaxy's Greatest, Austin Peffer and Shane DeVoe, and we will see you guys next week for the playoffs. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope the Steelers can win a damn game.